Yo, what's up, guys? We are back, and here we are versus Manchester City, as promised. Big game, and then we're following up immediately with Juventus. So, two big games back to back. Here is my starting 11, here is my bench, and let's just jump right into it. Let's get straight into this game. I have full faith in the lads. As you see, David Spina in goal because it is an FA Cup game, so it's a good chance just to rotate the squad slightly. Both sides going for very strong lineups. I think we have the far superior midfield though, and City really don't have the best midfield from what I've seen. I'm going to tell the lads that I expect us to keep on going, keep this run moving, because we're in good form, we're playing well. Now here, Mangala, Contral now, looking inside to McCarthy, Delph, Griezmann. So City are coming forward early here and being really intentful. Aguero, Spina does well, just gets there in time. But we've looked a bit shaky here. Now we have the ball. Let's see if we can make an impact. No. And that is first highlight, guys. How are you all doing? Having a good time? Having a good day? Hope you are. Let me know how you're going down below in the comments. If you're enjoying the content, let me know as well. Yeah. I'm just vibing really. So leave a like if you are enjoying this. Subscribe for more. Now, 15 minutes in, not much has happened. Really, we've got the majority of the shots, but yeah, not really all too much is happening. Possession, we've been dominating as of late, but not really making anything of it. I say that, but here Pulisic crosses it in. Rashford, I think it's cleared by Mangala down to Ramsey. Ramsey now looking inside, goes out wide to Bellerin. Back to Ramsey, Koscielny, Pulisic, Xhaka, who's got a lot of space, with a beautiful pass to Sanchez, who puts it wide. Oh dear, should have done better there, Sanchez. Should have done better. Should have scored there. Now, on the other end, Aguero crosses it back in. Ospina almost clatters it into his own net. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. So, in February, not quite there in the window, but I'm thinking about the end of the season already, changes I'd like to make to the squad, and who's going to get transferred out. I'll let you all know my plans soon, and I believe this is episode 42, isn't it? So episode 50, hopefully that can be the last game of the season. That'll be a pretty epic finale, got to say. But here, I'm going to tell them that we haven't been good enough, because we haven't. We should be doing better. Ospina somehow has been our best player, even though he's almost got an own goal and only just managed to get to an Aguero kick. But mind you, that Aguero chase down was actually the correct option. It was just very, very close. So Rashford hasn't been good enough, has he? Our entire front three haven't been good enough. Michael Keane has had them in their back pockets. A player that I looked at earlier on, Michael Keane, number 15. I looked at him. I wanted to go after him. I thought that he could have been a very, very good player for us. But I opted to go for Ake instead because of versatility and being priced out. And in hindsight, I think I've made a mistake there. Keane, the cheaper player, and though may not be as versatile. Oh, but then I wouldn't have got John Stones and Ake plays out wide. I don't know. It's hard to say. 66k a week certainly isn't helping me be persuaded that I made the wrong choice. But I'm going to make a change here. And it's actually going to be Martin Biggs coming into the game here. And we're going to actually go with the double inside. No, we're going to go with a winger still. We'll be switching to the inside forward spot. So Rashford making way, who he just hasn't been good enough. Marcus Rashford has not been good enough. And will likely not start in the game against Juventus midweek in a few days. I'm thinking I'm playing Sanchez at striker, then having Rene Adelaide and Iwobi as my wingers. Another change should I make? Iwobi hasn't been good enough either, but I kind of want to close out. I don't want to use Theo Walcott here. I'm going to finish out with this 11, I think. That's a decision I'm going to make. A 0-0 draw, it looks like it's going to be. And that is bad. Sanchez pulling his hamstring, and immediately I'm just going to take him off, even if the game is about to end. That's not good. Not good at all. I'm not pleased there. Gabriel Jesus Stones clears it to Bellerin. Now there's 30 seconds left in the game. Can we grab a late goal here? I really don't want to play a replay against City at the Etihad. 1, for game congestion. 2, I don't want to play an away game. I'd like to progress straight away. That would be nice. In terms of money though, if I was a lower league club, I'd be absolutely pleased with forcing a second tie. But looks like it isn't going to happen and is going to finish 0-0 here, despite our best efforts. And I'm nervous about Sanchez. I'm very nervous. He had that chance early on where he should have put it away. And I am going to give boys a bit of a grilling there. I'm happy with my defense, how they held out against that attack. But this is the big one. He's out for 2 weeks. Alexis Sanchez, as of late, he hasn't been the healthiest, has he? So last year he had that face what did he do? So he damaged his foot at the start of last season. He came back, had a bit of facial injury. That was okay though. Then he strained his groin towards the back end of last season. And then halfway through this season, he twisted his ankle and now he's pulled his hamstring. We're a bit injury prone, aren't you, Alexi? A wee bit injury prone. So City hold out for a draw and should have done better. Brad Smith apparently now able to perform very well in his new position, which is nice to see. We are, of course, training him as a wingback on the right-hand side. And a player that I really like, Brad Smith. He has impressed in a few games he's played, and that's really been a big talking point, where he's been good. And because he's been good, he's forced his way into the starting lineup for some games. And one of those games was today. So, yeah, we should have been better today. I'm not too... I'm gonna take a bit of a shot there. Now, Alexis Sanchez has been injured. So, we will make a decision on the lineup close to the date. But here we are. We're halfway through February. Really getting close to the back end of the Premier League season, of the season in general. And we're still in pretty much every single major competition. Well, we are in every single major competition. Some live negotiations right here. Here we are. I want this kid. You probably saw how much I wanted him earlier on in the save. And to be honest, hasn't changed. He looks to have spectacular potential. We'll have a quick look at Simon Carter. And the fact that he has a 5-star rating, Wenger agrees, Pacienzi agrees, Rowley agrees, Walsh agrees, Langley agrees. Everyone thinks he is sensational. And I am no different. He looks to be absolutely sensational. Downside, he's fairly selfish. Hopefully we can knock that out of him quite literally. And that consistent performer is always a good thing that I like to see. And just his versatility in terms of midfield ability. I can see him being a deep-lying playmaker for me. I can see him being that advanced playmaker. And really, coming in has great potential. So, I'm not sure how this works out. He played for Hartlepool, then moved to Middlesbrough for nothing. I have no clue really, unless Hartlepool released him. But that's a good sign. Reece Nelson playing well for Swansea. And Reece Nelson, I'm going to say he has to improve a bit, because he does. He's been improving as a player, but in terms of his performances, actually recently he's been pretty darn good, hasn't he? Well, that's his form for us. I want to see how his form is against for Swansea. How do I see that? Maybe if I click on his face, I click players. Then if I click on Reece Nelson, will it get his Swansea profile up? It does. Detective work there. So yeah, he's been average, but below average. Then occasionally has a standout game. But yeah, I like Reece Nelson. I think he is performing well, and just looking at his potential, his current ability, he's definitely coming back next season to play for us. But enough of babbling on. Let's start moving on here and think about the Juventus tie. Of course, we got knocked out by Juventus last year in the round of 16. I believe. Was it the round of 8? I can't remember. I cannot remember. I think it was the round of... I think it was the 8. Got a few scouting reports returning. Quickly get a full report on Oho. Why not? Let's just... I'm looking at all the English players right now. Just trying to look at their ability, their potential in terms of transferring. Jack Wilshere. Good grief. Jackie boy. Player that I had such high hopes for, and then he just plummeted so hard, didn't he? But yeah, just looking around, looking at players, looking at their potential, getting a gauge on maybe who I'd want to throw some money at, who would be good pickups, and really there aren't many. Just looking at this, there's not many two of those sensational pickups you would be after in the English squad. Got a few decent players. Sessegnon, shame. I wanted to pick him up earlier, but he decided, hey, I don't want to come. Got no intention, and really, he's wasted his development a lot while at Fulham. So I feel for the lad a bit, but it was also his choice not to come, not to move. But yeah, he's become a bit of a wasted talent here, just staying where he is. Solanke, currently on loan at Celtic, in real life is now at Liverpool, and I think Liverpool have got themselves a steal out of him. Great player. Tom Davies, we almost had a deal in place to bring him in. I think his improvement as of late hasn't been good enough to validate coming in. Lewis Cook seems to have regressed in terms of potential a bit. So, yeah, not that keen on signing him. Currently is at LOSC, owned by Bournemouth, but Bournemouth look primed to actually drop right now. I'll quickly show you guys the league table, but Bournemouth are at the, I think, third from the bottom. They're low. Very low. And yeah, they look like they're going to go down. Now, Dijon Sterling, who are you owned by? Chelsea. That's annoying. You're going to struggle to bring you in if that is the case. Well, it is the case. We're going to struggle to bring you in. Michael Spencer, playing for Sevilla. Libby. Is he? Oh. Now, this will be interesting. He's capped at under-19s by England, but will he head to Spain? That'll be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Ooh, Andy Jeff Watts. We'll scout you out a bit more, but if that stays up there, maybe a player to go after. It's another goalkeeper, though. Do I really need another keeps? I don't know. Angel Gomez hasn't really fulfilled his potential, has he? Angel Gomez. Neil Brook, Dozzle, Andre, Dozzle, Josh Tyman. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Tierney. So yeah, looking at this, just in terms of English talent, there's not much. Russell Dawson. It's a shame that his position is just so poor. Ooh, now this is interesting. Oops. Joshua Nolan, an Australian, so I have a soft spot automatically being an Australian. If he can get a work permit, I would be very interested in bringing him over if that potential stays that high. So that's something I'll be keeping an eye on. Who is that? Irving, Lecky, Rojic, Tommy Rojic. Aaron Moy has been shortchanged, I think, in terms of ability by quite a sensational amount. As you can see there, just in terms of the transfer, he had 17 assists last year. Good grief. Anyway, Norwich bought him for 5.25 in real life. Is a lot better than his stats here say. Went for 10 million to Huddersfield. 10 million for Aaron Moy. I think that shows the state that Australian football is at, and you know, we're really at a point where we can bounce back. And yeah, I'm gonna tell them straight up that I'm gutted about that. But here we go, pushing on towards this Juventus game. In terms of starting lineup with Sanchez being out, I'm thinking Rashford up top, Iwobi and Renee Adelaide out wide. What's this? Okay, I'm gonna look at all these. So you want to develop Iwobi as an attacking mid right winger, sure, and Renee Adelaide as attacking mid on the left, inside forward. Sure, we can do that. Why not? Smith apparently should be dropped by Australia. Why? He's been playing very well. Interesting decision. But why not? Let's look at the FA Cup draw. Bang, automatic draw. Really getting close to the final now, and straight away we have a rematch against City, and whoever wins that will play against Newcastle. Villa will play Swansea or Everton. Sunderland, they'll play Reading, and Leicester or United will play Chelsea. So a few of the big dogs still in, a few of the medium dogs, and a few of the championship sides still actually staying around. Hey, let's have a quick look at the screen. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona quite a bit off the pace in terms of the Spanish First Division. In the Premier League, we are top with 65, 1 goal ahead of City, then 2 points ahead of United and a goal. Looking down the table, as you can see, Bournemouth holding on for dear life right now. And if they go down, I am immediately just sweeping in for Lewis Cook. Ligue 1, Paris Saint-Germain, who are actually, you know, they're in touching distance from Monaco. Bayern, and then RBL, which is, good grief, my mind is broken. I can't remember what it stands for. Such professionalism. Juventus ahead of AC Milan. And then that's pretty much, the top 5 leagues. So that's what's going on around the world right now. We'll quickly go back to League in Focus just to look at where E-Stack Troyers are. And they are in 12th and they're playing well. E-Stack, they won 9 out of their 28. A lot of draws for them as well coming. So 9 times 3 is 9, 18, 27. That's 9 draws. So 9, 9, 18, 9, 9, and 10 they are right now. And that's reasonable. I'm impressed with how high they've gotten up, and really I want them to keep on climbing, you know, so they can improve their facilities a bit more. And it'll be interesting to see if they hold on to that link, because really all that's happening is we're sending players out to them on loan for free. So I mean, why would they be mad about that link? I don't know. Questions, let me know if they will be disappointed in that link, because I think for them that's a very good link to have. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this save so far. It's been sensational, really. Very, very enjoyable. Ooh, you could look to be a decent little Australian youngster. We'll have a little scout at you. Same as you. Why not? Why not? Have a look. And oh-ho. Gee whiz. Didn't realize he was this good. I don't know why he's playing for Leeds right now. And for Leeds, what's their position in the Sky Bet Championship? They're in a playoff spot right now. So we could see Leeds return, which will be really, really cool. Really, really interesting. Ross Barkley still has a bit of potential about him. And looks to be cheap. So player I don't think we need, but we'll keep tabs on. Wilshere, of course, is injury prone. No surprise there. Klein, Danny Rose, Chris Smalling, Kyle Walker, Henderson. Harry Kane has dropped off his pace a bit. Eric Dyer, though, has really just become an exceptional player. Imagine if I just swoop in for Eric Dyer. He's got his contract till 2022 though, so I doubt I can do that. But we'll keep on looking. Looks just to be a lot of scouting starting, so let me just hold up. Oh, got some reports. UK and Ireland. We'll quickly have a look here. Paul Pogba, Martial, Fosu Mensah, Origi, Christensen. He wants a new contract. Another player that, you know, has decent potential, Christensen. You know what, Wenger, quickly just get full knowledge of him. We'll have a look. So this is what I do. I just gauge my scouting network. I have them scouting all over the world. If something that makes sense comes in, I'll maybe pull the trigger, go for it. But yeah, I'm generally slow, methodical, and start thinking about transfers right here in February, thinking about where my side is going to go for the next season. So that's what I do in terms of transfers. This is getting really frustrating because I feel that, okay, really, this is it. If they want more than that, I don't know if I can go more. Player that I really want and I really rate. The whole team wants to bounce back with a win. I'm going to reveal my plans. Just I relish the pressure. No comment. Cool. We stick to our game plan. So there we go. Gone through the press conference. I hate press conferences, but in terms of my job, they're kind of important to do. I lose my job otherwise, because one thing that you have to look at is when you look at home, my profile, press conferences. They look at that. That affects, you know, your characteristic, which is important. Right now, it's at 97%, which makes me, you know, very desirable in terms of how good I am at, you know, managing press conferences and getting through it. As you can see, as a coach, I've been good. I'm still adapting to England, learning about it. I have full understanding of Australia, though. Career achievements, Community Shield, FA Cup. And look at this. Goals for 193 in 102 games. Whew. Apparently got a hands-on approach. Very good at managing finances. I'm not all that loyal to players, apparently. Huh. Apparently I'm sacking in the middle. Apparently I'm reliant on imported talent. Don't agree with that. Interesting to see who thinks well of me and who doesn't think well. Gary Monk, no! Oh, Gary. Can we sign you, Gary? No. Oh. Eddie Howe apparently thinks very highly of me. And I think very highly of Eddie. I'd love to bring him in. Oh. Brilliant manager in real life. Shocked that he got sacked by Bournemouth. Absolutely shocked at that. Surprised he doesn't have a job. I'm very surprised, actually. He deserves one. He's a good manager. I rate him highly. The one I'm always willing to do business with. Something that I've learned in Football Manager is actually it does make an impact. And even though I don't know people like Gary Monk, like Eddie Howe, like Didier Deschamps, but I'm always willing to deal more with people that, you know, are wanting to do that. Now, Mohammed apparently has an expiring contract, so I'll get a report from Wenger quickly on him as well. If it's a good deal, I'll pull the trigger. And now for looking at some scouting potentially. Not all too much that I could do. A few players improving apparently, but not much. But here we are We've made it to the game against Juventus, and a big game it is. And then, of course, we have to play City again around the corner. So that West Ham game's probably going to see a heavily rotated side for myself. But hey, it is what it is. Lucas apparently is close to being able to play again. My Arsenal under 18s playing very, very well. Carter deal negotiated. Here we go. Okay. We'll give you 10 million if he scores that many league goals. I'll remove that after league appearances. Drop back down to 5. Okay. There. That's it. 20 million. That's incredibly fair. And I'm willing to do, what's that, 5 million with potential to raise to 20 million if he is that good. And be down. Now I'm going to go, Ospina should be in goal for this, shouldn't he? Okay, cool. David Ospina, in you come. He's good. Player that I'm probably going to sell on. And I'm probably going to bring in a certain youngster, which has been impressing. Which I will show you right now. Not Giggery, who has looked good. But a player that's looked better is Ryan Davis. He's been improving well and he's looked very good. Ryan. Development, I'm going to make sure he's doing sweeper keeper. Because that's where I want him to improve the most. And really I should be doing this for all my players. But I've been lazy. I'll do it probably at the end of the season. For the coming season. But here we are. Let's make this side. I'm obviously going to go full strength side. So Hector Bellerin. Okay, Bellerin probably wanted by a big club. Yep, Bayern Munich. There you go. I'm going to go with, not Koscielny. I'm going to go with Mustafi. Koscielny is wanted by Juventus, I believe. And Mustafi is wanted by Real Madrid. So, we've got players potentially, highly desired right now. I'm going to go with Tolisso at CDM. Then here, I'm going to go with Ozil. And then in front of Ozil, I'm going to go with Pulisic. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pulisic in the middle there as an advanced playmaker. I don't know why his rating seems to have dropped. That's weird. But he's in good form. So bringing him in, I am more than willing to do because he is in such good form. Now, with Sanchez out, I'm going to go with Iwobi on the left. On the right, then Renee Adelaide here. If I flip them, do I get... Yeah, I'll get bread production like that. But in terms of player development, that's how I'm looking right now. Then I'm obviously going to go Rashford up top because it's not going to be Welbeck. Now, looking at the bench, you should be on reserves. Yep, cool, you are. A few players looking at Lucas, who I am going to let go of at the end of the season. That injury really decimated him, didn't it? Poor Lucas. Wait, what? Why are you unregistered? Far out, Martin. Far out. I forget every time that because he hasn't been at the club long enough, he is unregistered and his age doesn't save him. Oh, that is annoying. Oh well. Oh well, it happens. Brad Smith, Coquelin. Then I'm going to go with Danny Welbeck, Theo Walcott. Then in the middle, obviously, Elneny and probably Santi Cazorla as well. So this is the lineup I'm going with against Juventus. A strong team, a good team, and I think a team that should win this game. We are away, and they have some very good players. Socrates Mustafi is likely going to become vice captain next season. And what is this? What is this? Quadrado at right wing back. Okay. Apparently his tackling is better than I thought. Thought he wasn't very good at tracking back, which is why Chelsea got rid of him. But let's move on. In goal they have Buffon, then De Vrij, Bonucci, Rugani, Quadrado, Marcelo, Marquisio, Khedira, Pjanic, Dybala, a player that I rate so highly and I went after last year but couldn't get it through. Starting then us, you've seen already, but here we are. Juventus. Passionately. Let's get revenge on Juventus, who knocked us out of the Champions League last year. And now, we are away. Last year, away tie, it was 0-0 from memory, with Santi Cazorla missing that penalty. Santi Cazorla isn't in the side. Maybe he will come on. Maybe he'll have a chance to redeem himself. We will see, though. But here, it's Juventus coming forward via Higuain. Nothing happening, no. So, looked to be that we're dominating possession early on, but obviously only 5 minutes in, you can't really say that. And there it is, the obvious switch back to about 50-50 ball. Juventus has actually been holding possession decently this opening 10 minutes. Now, let's see if we can fight back and get a good hold of the ball here. Wobie looks to have done a slight injury, bruised thigh. We will keep him on though. Juventus playing a very defensive shape, as you can see, with 5 at the back. Well, 3 at the back. And Dybala, Spina with a great save. So yeah, they've got 3 at the back. A CDM, 2 wing backs, 2 centre mids. It's really defensive, not going to lie. Very, very defensive. But hey, that's one of the challenges that we have to do here with Juventus. They're known for their shape and their ability to dominate with a 3 at the back, which is more of a 5 at the back right now. But here, Ake just gets there. He was a bit slow off the start there, Ake. But here, Tolisso will go to Pulisic, and he can slide that through to Rashford if he can. Just too much dribbling there. Far too much dribbling from Pulisic here. And Higuain. Oh no, Stones heads it onto Dybala. And Stones has just assisted Dybala, and that is awful, John Stones. You haven't made a mistake all year, and then you do that. Oh, John Stones. Definitely his first mistake of the year, though. And it's just led to an easy goal for Dybala. I mean, like, I am disappointed. No doubt about that, but whew, that's his first mistake of the year. Not just on camera, but in every single game he's played. So, I mean, there's that side of the ball. But it's come at the wrong time. I would have preferred it to come in a 5-1 win against, I don't know, Blackpool. In a Capital One game. Or an EFL Cup game, I should say. Not in a Champions League game against Juventus to put us down 1-0. Oh dear. But now we have to find ourselves out of a hole here. And Juventus have still just dominated the ball. So I'm going to click over to retain possession here. Let's look to hold the ball a bit more. And I'm definitely going to rip into the lads. No doubt about that. Half time they're gonna get ripped into. And yep, here we are. Aggressively tell them that they were awful. Okay, demotivated. I'm gonna say that I have faith in him. There we go. Everyone has responded positively. Do I make another tactical change? I think I do. I'm gonna push up my wing backs. Tolisso, let's quickly look at him. He should have come deep to get the ball. He doesn't. That's not good. That's a player trait that I really need to think about. Coming deep to get the ball. So thinking of changes. We'll see what happens here, but we're coming forward. Ozil! Who would have thought that? Mesut Ozil, the most unlikely of goal scorers, has just fired one into the top right corner. Brilliant. Brilliant. I was expecting, okay, Ozil, you're going to look for a sneaky little pass in behind. No, Rashford plays it to you. You're probably going to look here at Pulisic, but he just fires it and he finds the top corner. And I am very pleased because that gives us an away goal, which is huge. Absolutely huge. And puts Rashford, maybe improves Rashford's confidence a bit as well, which is very nice. But it's Juventus coming forward here, and they've changed their shape. I need to respond to that with their change of shape, and I'm going to immediately drop Ake and Bellerin back. Because with that change of shape comes a lot more attacking intent. So I'm going to look to be a bit more defensive here. And is it too little too late as Firmino plays it to Pjanic. Pulisic tracks back. Marquisio. Khedira looks over the top to Marcelo. And we are scrambling right now. Absolutely scrambling. And Dybala scores it. And immediately they're going to drop back to their 5-back. And I'm just not happy with that defensive effort right there. That was appalling once again. Oh dear. Like, just look. Just Bellerin. Hector Bellerin. You're better than that. Why did Bayern even want you? And a change has to happen here. I just don't know what to do though. Because my front three is starting to get a bit more aggressive here. Okay, no. Iwobi's going to switch with Rene Adelaide, and then Theo Walcott is going to come on out wide. There we go. Injection of pace onto that wing spot. Now, Juventus once again coming forward, and Bellerin again. Poor. Mustafi does well to salvage that situation, but it's a poor pass to Rashford. But Bellerin has been extremely poor. His rating won't show it, but his positioning once again. Oh dear. That right-hand side has been torn up. Tolisso now looking. Now Bellerin coming forward, and Bellerin turns it over. Hector Bellerin, that is appalling. And now, Dybala, he tries to chip a Spina. I don't know what he is doing. But it's John Stones. John Stones. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to make a change. I'm going to bring Coquelin in for John Stones here. That's how poor Stones has been. He's been so poor, I'm bringing Coquelin in for him. Now, Ospina going to Coquelin. Coquelin to Ake. Ake now. Coming forward, goes to Pulisic. Here we go. Can we get it back here? Iwobi. Rashford's in if he can play the ball. Iwobi, that's selfish. Goes to Ozil though. Ozil back to Theo Walcott, who's got fresh legs, Theo. Will he use them? Not really. He finds a cross though, and Rashford puts it in behind. Marcus Rashford with the goal and assist. Walcott with the assist there. Assisting Rashford. And makes it 2-2. Which I am very, very pleased with. 2-2. On the scorecard here, and this is going to be a mighty long episode. I should have cut in the middle. We're nearing 40 minutes, but hey, this has been a crazy game. Coquelin, brilliant. Brilliant, Coquelin. Oh, he's finding the spots in the side here, Coquelin. And what a way to do it as well against Juventus in the Champions League, away from home, and it's 2-2. Pulisic. Now, if we can imagine if we take the lead here, most unlikely of games. Rashford coming forward. Goes to Iwobi. Iwobi, what can you do for me? An awful pass. That's not what I like to see. But Tolisso there cuts it off. So we're starting to actually get a good little bit of possession here. And now Bellerin has an opportunity to create. What will he do, Hector? You're tackled by Marcelo. And now it looks like they're going to break here because Bellerin's out of position. Coquelin, though, plays in Higuain. Would John Stones have done better? I don't know. John Stones probably would have missed it and Dybala would have been through, judging on how his game has gone so far. But here we go. It's Juventus corner. Dani Alves puts it in. Tolisso does well to turn that out. Dybala now. Goes to Sommer. Sommer back to Dani Alves. Dani Alves looking to get it in. Can't though. Rashford will play it to Walcott. And Walcott, please use your pace. Blitz past Walcott. Theo, just put it past him. He's fouled heavily, and Marcelo surely should go in the books here. And could be a very borderline red almost. It's only a yellow. I think he's a bit fortunate there. Would have been close to a red card, I think. Probably was just a bump in the end. But if it was a poor tackle, it definitely would have been a red. Last change for the game. I'm going to move Ozil up, bring Pulisic off for El Neni. Just a bit more of a defensive shape. Pulisic also struggling for fitness a bit. And that's it. Who came off? Quadrado, Rugini, and Pjanic. But here we go. It could be a heartbreak at the end here. Dybala looking. Goes back to Dani Alves. Alves back to Dybala. Dybala immediately turned away by Coquelin, who marks him very well. Keeps it in though. Ake needs to push. He does eventually. And Tolisso heads it down to Ozil. Ozil, Ake. Few seconds left in this game, and I am incredibly pleased with the 2-2 draw if we take this out. I am. I'm pleased with that game. We stabilised. Whew. It looked shaky. I think we definitely didn't deserve to get a draw there. But I am pleased with the comeback effort. And without Sanchez as well, I'm very pleased. Adelaide wasn't good enough. Awebi wasn't good enough. Pulisic wasn't good enough. Stones was awful. I'm going to tell him as well that he was awful, and he has been motivated and inspired. So that is very pleasing to see. I'm going to tell you that you were sensational, Ozil, and he's delighted at that. I'm going to leave it there. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss the second leg. And until next time, see you guys.